Coming up on today's episode of Technoid, the iPhone 13 rumors are already starting to ramp up. Seriously, can nobody wait? We didn't even get the pre-orders for the Pro Max and the Mini. Can we wait till the phones come out at least? But you'll be happy to know these are reputable and reliable leaker, so I made sure I got you covered on that. Also on today's episode, T-Mobile is expanding their 4G LTE home internet service to 130 more additional cities, and I will explain to you why this is a major positive, not just for consumers, but for areas in rural America where there is very harsh signal, and then what this really does for consumers that are limited on internet. All of that on today's episode, so stay tuned. Yo, what's happening everybody? Michael here. Welcome back to Technoid. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're having a safe day. Now, guys, today's episode is brought to you by Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy, of course, as you know, has been recently partnered with me, and I just want to tell you guys, if you are looking for the next best energy drink that is a healthy energy alternative, none of that sugar, calorie-coated crap, then I've got news for you. Rogue Energy is a brand new alternative to that energy drink you know, but is designed to be that picker-upper without the crash. You've got your vitamins, your antioxidants, sugar-free, 0 to 5 calories max, and most of all, it's a formula, so that means you can mix it in water. It's a powder, but it tastes absolutely delicious. Now, I'm telling you guys, you are missing out if you haven't checked this out. So here's what you want to do. If you are interested, please go into the description, click on the link below, and check out Rogue Energy for yourself. I advise, if you are a new time buyer, try out their starter pack. They give you a 24-ounce shaker by default, and if you choose to go with that, save yourself an extra 10% off by using the promo code TECHNOID on your way on checkout. All that out of the way, let's get it going. So story number one, before we start this episode, I gotta disclaim that these iPhone 13 rumors, again, even though they are starting up, these are of course being backed by Ming-Chi Kuo. So I definitely want to disclaim that Ming-Chi Kuo knows exactly what he's talking about. So that's the only reason I'm covering these stories. Anything else, I would not do that. But starting with the iPhone 13 Ming-Chi Kuo rumor, Ming-Chi Kuo is explaining that the iPhone 13s for next year will be the same size as the iPhone 12s. There's hardly going to be any difference in hardware, but the main differences will be the ultra-wide cameras for the iPhone 13. So going into detail, Kuo explains that the 13 Pro and Pro Max will see improvements where the variable aperture will no longer be a 2.45p lens, where the iPhone 13 will be using an ultra-wide lens of from what is reported, a 1.8 variable aperture with a 6p. Now, of course, this is a 13 megapixel focal length, which would include autofocus. Kuo is expecting that the wide angle will be the main seller for Apple as 2022 rolls around. They really want to go into the ultra wide angle telephoto lens, so that seems the direction they are heading with the iPhone 13. Now, as you know, every phone year to year are not the biggest increases, but they are substantial in their own respects. And if this is true, that the camera system will be improved by significantly, because I've seen a lot of reviews and the Pro Max cameras look excellent, and if the 13s can live up to the hype, you've definitely got some competition in there. So, keeping up with the iPhone 13, since I'm not going to really separate this is really the main story, the iPhone 13, so I'm going to keep them in one, but I will transition over, but I'm not going to split it up in the show as you see in the timestamps. But taking a look at the second rumor, it is reported that the iPhone 13 models will feature a low-power display technology. Now, this is according to a Korean website called The Elec. Now, at first I was a little hesitant to report this, but a lot of users claim this is a reputable source. But according to the news, they are claiming that the LG displays that are being used to produce for Apple, they will be using a new low-temperature polycrystalline oxidized thin film transistor that will equip about an additional 25,000 subtracts per month with the production rate by next year. Basically what the hell I just said was that they will be using a new type of technology to help not only reduce the amount of consumption OLED panels display, even though they're very good at consumption already. These will help cut back, but it will help increase a longer battery life, will add new features like ProMotion, but most of all have elements of always on display. Now, that is something that I think the iPhones have truly missed out on for such a long time. And the fact that the Apple Watches have them and the iPhones don't is surprising. But going into this article further, there is no actual name of which model is going to get this. it just is reported that it looks, from what I'm making out, it seems that the Pro models are going to go this route, but some indications are saying the standard 13 because they want the 13 and the 13 mini to last just as long as the Pro and Pro Max, so they're willing to put that on those. But then I would think it would increase the price, yada yada yada. We got a whole year to worry about that. But the point is, we might finally be seeing some including or whatever it is of always on display, and I really do like that. I really wish Apple would have an always on display mode. I really wish they would come out with that feature, as they can do it. The OLED is possible, it is liable to do it, but it's just a matter of if Apple will do it for battery life purposes. But those are the iPhone 13 rumors. Now, of course, they are a little bit hazy as they are the beginning cycles, but as we get further and further, which trust me, we've got another year to go through this, and another year you will see myself get older. So, that was scary to think about. And last story, the last story of the day. Ha! I did not say main story. Good job on me. Let's talk about that T-Mobile 4G LTE home internet rollout. Now, as you know, T-Mobile has offered home internet by using their network of 4G LTE, and according to this website, it says T-Mobile has expanded their home internet service to 130 more cities. Now, listen, a lot of you guys that watch me don't like T-Mobile, and I can respect that, as I am a former customer myself, and I switched over to Verizon because the performance was just god awful at the time. But T-Mobile is coming a long way. They are starting to finally branch out, and they're really starting to, in my opinion, find the rhythm, because they had a really bumpy ride, and that's really how it is. But of course, there are a lot of internal things that would disagree with what I'm saying. But taking a look at this article, they have expanded their LTE home internet to not only places in Michigan and Minnesota, but they have finally enabled it in New York, North Dakota, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Dakota, West Virginia, and more, including Wisconsin. Now, of course, the price is $50. There is no rental fee or data cap as well, as you can install this yourself. But basically, it will give you 50 megabits down and up. At least that's what the website says. And I think my only problem with this is really that it's not 5G, because if you're gonna launch a home internet service, you're gonna wanna push 5G. Now, somebody said there was 100 megabits as well. I don't know the official numbers, as I can't find the web page, so I will leave that in the link after. You can check it for yourselves. But taking my negatives and my criticisms out for just a second, I want to emphasize how important this is and why I actually am giving T-Mobile some credit for doing this. Not only does this expand your average market share in the States, but it helps you to establish rural America and helps get those dead zones for people that just don't have reception, can't afford internet, or don't want DSL, dial-up, who cares? The point is, this is a more liable and more plausible solution for consumers that don't have the access and really just don't want to use satellite internet. That is terrible. I don't know how you can do that. But the point is, this is a good thing for people that are just limited on signal and really need that boost, and it could save you some money. So I'm going to take my negatives, I'm going to take a step back and actually look at this from a consumer's perspective, taking my affiliated feelings towards T-Mobile and the way I stand on them. And I do like the move that they're doing, and I really hope they expand and finally go in on the 5G, because after all, T-Mobile, you said you have the nationwide best 5G in America. And that is it for today's episode of Technoid. Now guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you all soon when my iPhone comes in. I might live stream it, I might not. But one thing is for sure, I will definitely see you guys later. Take care, everyone. Have a safe day, and peace.